Hi, welcome to another episode of Hot Takes. First of all, let me just address this. One of you in one of my comments said, why don't you never put the Northern Irish flag up? Well, simply because the chair I normally sit on over there is more comfortable. That's it. Anyway, I've decided to sit on this one simply to put that one in as a request, because I'm very good like that, you know. Anyway, we have a story that I think everybody is going to jump on and do. And I had this on my list. As soon as it broke, about an hour ago as I'm recording this, I said, right, that's going on the list. I'll be doing this story. And then I noticed that my very good friend, That's Preston Journalist, covered it. And I was like, oh, he's beat me to it. What a bugger. But these things happen. But I'm pretty sure everybody will be on this. Maya will be on this. Craig Houston will be on this. You name it, Heaver, he'll be on this. They'll all be on it. Everybody is going to jump on this story because it is such a cracking story. And it goes to show the very essence of the SNP at their absolute corrupt, terrible, vain selves. And this is the story, of course, of Michael Matheson. Well, not the story of Matheson. We all know the story of Michael Matheson. He goes on holiday. The wife and kiddies are down by the pool. He's alone in the room. He fancies some Michael time. Him and little Michael and the iPad, allegedly. And, of course, he's looking at various things, holding the iPad, presumably in his left hand, while busy with his right hand doing other things. And then when he comes back, he is appalled at the amount of data he's used. It was a big one. It was the most expensive, in my opinion, possibly allegedly, the most expensive wank in the entire history of wanks, to put it bluntly, as he did. And so he has to create several stories, each of which is worse than the last, all of which are unbelievable, and many of which fall apart at the simplest investigation. And the simple fact is, when asked to hand over the iPad for examination, he refused to do so. It makes you wonder what he was actually watching. Was it just plain old-fashioned, you know, family-friendly, OnlyFans kind of stuff? Or was it something rather illicit? We will never know, but we can imagine. And indeed we have speculated many times. But then he lies. And he said, oh, it was the kids watching football. What are the kids doing with an iPad with very personal information on? That's in total breach, of course, of all sorts of laws. So he opens himself up there. He has people defending him. He has Humza Yousaf, his best friend, defending him. Everybody's trying to defend him. But eventually, of course, he has to go. He has to be fired from his role. He pretended it was a resignation. He was fired from his role. He then has to go and spend some time sitting at home looking at his wife as she's glaring at him after he threw the kids under the bus, and then wondering what he was watching while she was down the pool with the kids. Not, I suspect, honeymoon photographs or anything like that. Know what I mean? Well, it's come out. The revelations of this story continue to rumble on, because it seems that the SNP demanded that the civil service help him out. Humza Yousaf asked the civil service to help his mate out. Please, God, make him look as though he's not a complete and utter tosser, which is very hard, of course, basically, because, well, I think he is. And so they had to create this list, and it was the magic list, the magic Michael list of excellent reasons why Michael Matheson was so great and so important. And look at all the wonderful things he had. I suspect it's a short list. However, this comes, of course, as being used by them. It's public money. And so they are being accused now of wasting public money, attempting to save the career of a failed, useless tosser. And his career's finished, of course. I mean, yes, he's back. He's back in Parliament. He's keeping a very low profile. You know, he hasn't spoken since coming back. But what's he going to do? Every time he stands up, he's going to get accusations, isn't he? But he'll soon be over. The next election, 2026, he's gone. He knows it. We know it. Everyone knows it. Nobody, even SNP supporters, can't possibly vote for a man who attempted to steal £11,000 for his Moroccan fondling. But it's come in. They roped in the civil service. They said, please go and do us this list, to try and save him, to try and make him look less of an arse than he truly is. Even John Swinney tried to whip the MSPs in to not voting for censure. But censure he still got, and it was tough, and off he went. Did his 27 sitting days, which worked out about 6 weeks or so of non-appearance. Because they don't sit that many days. They're all lazy bastards, aren't they? And he had to give up £10,000 of wages and all sorts of things. Anyway, this document, this list created by the civil service was called the Michael Matheson Record. I kid you not. Honestly, it's like the 20 best, top 10 hits of, Dan, 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 dan. Just imagine Fluff Freeman playing, songs from his new album. Places I've wanked, Anyway, it listed these positive points. We're going to go through a couple of them. It's a joke. There's these positive points about Matheson and his career and his record as health secretary. I can't think of a single good point of him being health secretary. Everything got worse. The only thing you could say about Matheson is he wasn't the worst health secretary. But that's only because Neil Gray came after him. He was the worst up until that point. Things like he avoided NHS junior doctor strikes. Yes, by giving them massive pay rises without entering into negotiations. And it said that, cancer deaths fell, during his tenure. They put that, but in actual fact, they didn't fall. They were just delayed. It's just, it's all bullshit and lies attempting to smear him and make him look in any way not inadequate. He said that his appearances in the chamber were bright and vibrant. I'm not kidding. I mean, how can you possibly defend this man? Under what circumstances is there any sort of defence? Now, of course, the opposition are jumping on this, as indeed every bloody YouTuber from here to in Christendom. They're all jumping on this. He destroys everything he had. He destroyed his own credibility. He destroyed his own marriage. He destroyed his own family. He's destroyed his own party. He's destroyed the health service. He's destroyed the Department of Health. Nothing he touches has gone untainted. He's got like the Shidas touch, hasn't he? Everything he touches turns to shit. And he's just a serial failure. And then to waste how many thousands of pounds of public money getting the supposedly impartial, but we all know they're not, civil service to create a sort of document of joy and glory for a man who couldn't help but sit in a Moroccan hotel room with his iPad in his left hand is beyond a joke. Nobody will be held accountable, of course. This will just be put down. It'll be wasted. And it's just typical. Nobody's surprised. Look, I'm saying this, right? And it's funny. It really is funny. Because nobody's surprised. Not one person watching this video will be surprised by what is going on. And then Swinney, of course, abandons any pretense of impartiality by asking for this. He's another one. He's trying to back his friend like Hamza Yousaf did. You have to ask, what has Matheson got on people that they're reaching out this hard to protect him? And I don't think anyone knows. Certainly, I just think the whole bloody thing stinks. I think anyone involved is tainted. But then it's the SNP. Every single one of them is tainted. But, name me. I'm going to give you good viewers. I'd like a list, please. In the comments, please. If everyone can write maybe one thing, one good positive thing about Michael Matheson. Funniest one wins a no prize. Just to the glory of having the post of the day. Let's see how it goes. Thanks very much. And there you go. See, I do requests. Northern Ireland, for those for whom it matters. It's where I'm from. Anyway, thank you. Bye.